Billy. I guess we're going to call him now our senior pro staff. Now that he's dug raccoons out of the mud.
I graduated.
He graduated. We're going to talk about bait today. This isn't about the best baits on the market. This isn't any kind of endorsements. We're not sponsored. This is what we use. This is what works. And if you guys are on a budget, you're just getting started, this is some stuff that anybody can afford. That was how I got started. My wife won't let me spend money, so I do it and just don't tell her. And this stuff's affordable for everybody. If you're wondering, my wife's the one filming, so you should see the faces we're getting behind the camera. But we'll start with raccoons. We did a video, man, one of our first videos, one of our most horriblest videos, and I'm tearing stuff up, about making your own raccoon bait. It's quick, easy. It's tuna fish, oysters, and clam juice, no oil, put some vanilla extract in it, mix it up, let it rot. And yes, Billy, he's dug some pretty big raccoons out of some pretty big mud holes. Man, this stuff works, and cost me.
Don't put it on crackers.
Yeah, don't put it on crackers. This stuff costs like $2 to make. When you pull the oil out of it, just find you a bottle, and you see it starting to separate. Man, just throw your little clam juice, some tuna fish, and anchovy oil, and about 3/4 of a bottle of vanilla extract. It works. It produces this whole thing, man. $2, $3. The same tactics we use for coyotes, we use in raccoons. When you get them in and you need them to work your set, raccoons, we just use cat food. That is just cheap dollar store cat food, dry food. Sprinkle it around the area. Get the animal interested. Get them working your set. Get them working that area. And then they smell the sweet, stinky fish and vanilla, and they reach in to grab it, and you got them. And you can refer back to one of our first videos of Billy wading off knee deep in the mud to pull him out.
I got him now.
But one of my favorite companies is Hoosier Trapper Supply. Mr. Charlie up in Indiana. Man, they're great guys. I'm not endorsed by them. I'm not promoting their products. I'm just telling you they make a product that anybody can afford, and it works. It produces time and time again. Billy will agree. It doesn't get old. The animals don't get tired of it. It works. It works year round. This is Top Dog Predator bait. This is just Mr. Charlie's bait. Man, we've caught foxes, bobcats, and yotes, and even an owl. Caught an owl one time off of this stuff. And like I said, I'm not promoting the company, or I'm not sponsored by the company, but man, this stuff's like $20, $25 for this big can. It's not much. Anybody can afford it, and it works. It works day in and day out. Coyote Gland Lure, there's a bunch of experienced trappers that have opinions on this stuff. There's guys with a lot more experience than me. I just started using it last year. Honestly, I didn't see that it made a big difference. Our catch, I wouldn't say really was any different. But the stuff's cheap. A lot of guys make their own. Let's see, which one is it? This is my favorite. It's Vixen Elixir number 400. This bottle's $16. This stuff will last you most of the season, depending on how big your line is, how many sets you're running. This is what gets those noses up. This is what gets those dogs sniffing and looking. And this stuff works. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you anything about the recipe, but this stuff is heinous, and it produces. My favorite, and I think my wife's favorite, and Billy's favorite, Long Distance Predator number 403. We love this stuff. This stuff is amazing. It's like what's a cool cologne nowadays? Is Polo still cool? I'm like almost 45 years old. Y'all bear with me. Tommy, isn't it Tommy Hilfiger or whatever the hell his name is? Yeah. Yeah, this stuff's better than Tommy right here, man. It smells like a skunk. You ever been cruising down Old Country Road in the middle of summer and somebody done splattered Pepe Le Pew in the middle of the day? Well, this is tomorrow, right here. I let Billy check it out back in the fall, and there was a projectile vomiting incident that we don't really talk about. We usually just laugh nervously and change the subject. This stuff works. It produces. The dogs love it. I haven't seen a lot of results on foxes and cats with this, but man, the dogs love it. Coyote Carnage. We didn't use that this much, that much this year. So I can't say much about it. But man, all these products, and all I want to tell you guys is, and these things are $15 a bottle and 20 bucks. It's not hard. Especially you young guys, you want to get into fur trapping like us old dudes, you can afford to get into it. Put you a few bucks back. Pick one. You don't have to have 3 or 4 different ones. Pick one and roll with it. You don't have to have Gland Lure. If you can afford it, get it. We're not telling you guys this is the way to do it. It's not the only way to do it. It's not even the best way to do it. We're just showing you, we get a lot of questions about what we use and how we do it. This is how we do it. When you get a dog in the area and you get him working, like I told you guys about the raccoons, dog food. Man, this is the cheapest garbage dog food they make right here.
My dog love
Your dogs love that? Good. I don't even know what to say about that. That stuff's horrible. I mean, it ain't too bad. I had it on a snack one day and I forgot to take something to the field. But anyway, the big thing is flat sets. When you sit on the edge of a road, flat sets, you have to funnel. You know, it's different than a dirt hole where you're guiding that yoke into your pan and into your trap. Flat sets where they're just cruising, man, this stuff works. Just throw you a handful out along the road. They come out, they start checking it out, sniffing it out. Lead them to it. We'll get in maybe later, show you how to make a set and what sets we run. Flat sets, walkthroughs, cubbies, totems. But mostly it's dirt hole sets. And I use this on dirt hole sets. Throw it out and get that dog, hold that dog in that area. That's what produces, guys. There's as many opinions as there are methods. And we are by no means experts. We're just a couple old country boys. He's from Kentucky. The hills of Kentucky, like where you canoe down a river and hear banjos, Kentucky.
The Wildcats.
This is what I deal with, y'all. This is my life. And you know, and I grew up here in West Tennessee in the outdoors, and this works. These are simple methods that anybody can afford. They're quick, easy. Sheep's wool, I use it, but don't get hung up on that. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Lure capsules. I started using these last year, started doing totem sets. Bore you a small hole in the tree, put you some lure in it, stick it in there, stuff works for days. It don't go away, it's not affected by weather. Pan covers. I buy mine. I'll be honest, I buy mine because I can afford it. Nothing more. This is nothing more than window screen. For like a screen door, you can buy it at Lowe's. I think a 100-foot roll is like 12 bucks. Make your own pan covers. Don't use wax paper. Don't use aluminum and all that crap. I mean, you can if you want to. I've never had luck with it. This stuff is some kind of fiber mesh. But buy your roll, steal your wife's scissors, dull them up real good, and then give them back to her. She'll never know the difference, and you'll have you a bag of pan covers. It's quick and easy. Popsicle sticks. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any craft store. And these things are just a couple bucks. Don't stick your hand in this crap. It's rotten meat and teeth and bones. break your popsicle stick in half, get you a scoop, throw it in the dirt hole, stick it on, leave it be. But these are just some of our methods. If your wife is picky like mine is about how your house smells, personally I think this stuff smells beautiful. Smells like fur, smells like money. People say coyotes stink. Smell like money to me. Smell like money to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
My wife doesn't think they smell like money. Go to the Circle store. Heck, I think even Walmart sells them, Academy, whatever, $10. Buy you an ammo can. Man, they're airtight, rubber sealed. It carries all this crap and it keeps the smell out of your house. So that's really about all we got to say. I know it's a lot of talking, and like I said, we're not telling you guys how to do it. We're not telling you what to do. This is how we do it, and this is what works, and it's cheap. Anybody can afford it. So we hope these tips help. Maybe you guys picked up something and maybe want to try one of our techniques. But we thank you for watching, and we appreciate everybody. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell next to the subscribe link so you get all of our updates. We appreciate it, guys.